you guys. Welcome to my show. Sorry about that. Okay, I have a fun topic today. So you guys know that it's been a lot of music coming out for the past few weeks. So Cardi B came out with a new album, her first album, her debate album. So this is her first album. My favorite song on there is "I Like It Like That." I think it's fun. You can dance to it, and it's just more of her than anything else. For most of the songs, I thought it was good. I thought it was her, but I think her rap style kind of changed a little bit. Not saying that it's a bad thing. She might be polishing her rap styles to be better. You can always improve. But it kind of sounds like the Amigos a little bit to me. But I think a lot of people are doing the Amigos kind of vibe today. It's not just her. When I get to another artist, I will mention that as well. So congrats to her. Congrats on her, baby. Azealia Banks also released the single, and I'm so happy and proud of her. It's the normal Azealia Banks. I think she mixes disco, pop, and rap and R&B together. She has a unique sound. So I'm really excited about her. I think rap needs her. I think hip hop culture needs her. I think she needs to just do it for the culture and change her attitude. I love her, and I think everything needs improvement. I don't condone her past behaviors, her homophobic views, or anything like that, which I don't understand her homophobic views because her clientele, her fan base is the gay community. Sis, you messing up your coins. Because her fan base is really the gay community, and also like she's more of a house music kind of vibe than everything else. So I'm like, sis, you kind of messing up your coins. But thank you for showing them your true colors, so maybe they don't have to support you or whatever. But I do think Azealia Banks does deserve another chance. We give all these male artists another chance. You know, all these male artists continue to be abusive, say homophobic things, racist things, everything, and people give them second chances. I do think she deserves a second chance, even though she had a few more. She already had a few chances, but I do think people have room to grow. I hope she's seen someone that she's talking to, possibly for help. I think it's time, but I do want to see us give her another chance to have a music career. If it wasn't for her mouth, I'm pretty sure she would have so many Grammys and probably would be up there as a legend in the rap game as a female. I'm going to go on the bat and say that. That's how talented she is. So shout out to Azealia Banks with her new single. Go listen to it, look it up. And she also has a movie out, Love Over Rhymes, which is great. She did an awesome job. I'm sorry you may hate her, but she did an awesome job. And someone else actually released two singles. That someone is Nicki Minaj. I am a Nicki Minaj fan. I'm a diehard Nicki Minaj fan. I love her. And she recently did an interview. Now, she rarely does interviews anymore. She like Beyonce. Beyonce don't do no interviews. Nicki rarely does interviews. So she did an interview. And y'all know the tea was running over. Now, she did an interview, which I loved. You know, she addressed some things. She addressed her relationship with Meek Mills and things like that, and him being in the prison and things like that. She did address that. Let me fix my hair, you guys. Let me just put this up in a ponytail. It's a little raggedy wig, but go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So she did address that. She did address those. I'm about to snatch this off, but I ain't gonna do that to y'all. But so she did address some issues. And you know, one thing I respect about her, she was like, I had to take a break from social media because I didn't come up really in social media. Like, she come up on the MySpace time. She didn't really come up on the times where it's Instagram and Facebook. She didn't come up on that. She got discovered on MySpace and things like that. And she was like, I took a break to think and blah, blah, blah. Which, okay, sis, you did that, okay. And she goes on, so it's always been this rumored beef of Nicki Minaj and Cardi beefing. And to me, I didn't understand where it came from because Nicki never spoke on it. And Cardi B really didn't speak on it. She spoke on it a few times, but I'm going to get to that later. So Nicki, they asked about Cardi B, like, how do you feel? And she was like, she did everything she's supposed. This is Nicki. She was like, she did everything she's supposed to. I'm happy for her. Good luck. But then she goes on to say that she shouts out some female rappers that she rock with, some up and coming female rappers like Azealia and things like that. And then she goes on. She was like, I was really hurt about her motorsports. Cardi B did an interview about motorsports, the how that song came about in the video. And so I'm familiar with the interview. Cardi B kept saying, well, Nicki changed her verse. That is not the verse I heard. She emphasized that so much. And you could tell she was kind of like, well, she changed her verse. That's not the original verse I heard. And that's her perspective. And she wasn't lying. That was not the original verse. So, but she said it in a way as if Nicki had a verse, heard her verse, and then when she heard her verse, she changed it. So when I say that's how it seemed. So that's how it seemed, because she never said it, but it was implied. Like when people asked her questions, she was just like, "I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that." And then the Migos also did an interview on the Breakfast Club. Y'all know I do not like the Breakfast Club. I think they are disrespectful. I think they are disrespectful hosts. They do it for entertainment. Charlamagne is like the Wendy Williams for the radio. I think that's like how I describe them. So the TF run it over. Sis gave us the Holy Bible when she did this interview. So Nicki was like, I respect Quavo, I respect Carly and stuff, but I'm going to put out here what happened. I'm going to put, since you're asking me, and she hasn't spoken on it. Mind you, this was like months ago. So, but I feel like people feel like it's months ago, you shouldn't speak on it. I said it's never a wrong time to speak your truth and tell the truth, your side of the story. It's not no time frame. It's not no expiration date. Like when you choose to speak on it, you can speak on it. Ain't no expiration date for you to tell your side of the story. And that's what people, that happened months ago. Okay, but she never spoke on it, so she's speaking on it now. And so she begins to say, she was like, this is what happened. Quavo called me and asked me to be on a song. He called me back and said, can Cardi B be on a song? And I put that out there and I said, yeah, sure, why not? And people thought Nicki was lying. That's how it went down. They didn't speak on it. They tried to play it or whatever. And so that's what she did. And so then with the lyrics, Cardi B doing an interview and saying, she changed her song. So Nicki was like, yes, she did. So she said she was putting on a negative. She was like, yes, I changed my song, my verse, my rap verse on there because one, Quavo wanted the singing part out there. Two, Atlantic Record asked me to take your name out. Whew, ain't that a perspective? Ain't that a perspective? She's like, so don't sit up there and say I changed the verse and you know exactly why I changed my verse. Don't make it seem like, I heard your verse and then I changed my verse. So then when you listen to the original verse and the new verse that actually made the song, it's not that, y'all act like it's an extreme difference. The only thing is the singing part ain't in there, and instead of Cardi B name, it's Quavo name. The verse it's so similar, it's just a few tweaks. But for her to say she changed her verse and she knew exactly why the verse was changed, and I'm not mad at Cardi because maybe the record company was telling her what to do and this, and you gotta ride the wave on however you ride the wave. And they played it, first of all, I'm not blaming Carly because whoever her marketing team backing her promo team, they probably told her exactly what to do. Cardi B probably never had a problem with Nicki saying her name. The record company probably had a problem with Nicki saying Cardi B's name because that's how money go. You want to attract beef, especially in female hip hop. I'm not mad at beef, but they want to ignite something that's not there. So then about the video shoot, if you can Google this, Migos went on the Breakfast Club and talk about, oh, y'all should have got them in the scene. And Quavo tried to imply that they wouldn't do a scene together. He implied this whole, like, oh, well, I tried, but it didn't happen. And Nicki was like, no, this is what happened. I have a hairstylist, you know, Tokyo Styles, and he was unable to make the shoot because he already had previous obligations scheduled, which is understandable. But the problem lies is they tried to imply that she just didn't want to do it. Now, I'm going to go on a bet here. I love Nicki, but I think, yeah, her hairstylist couldn't make it, but Nicki just started using him as a hairstylist a year or so ago. I'm sure she knew some other hairstylists that could do her hair. Sis tried to make an excuse. But I think because they played her with how the song came about and with her putting the lyrics in and stuff, because they played her on that, I don't think she wanted to be in a video with Cardi B because she didn't know what was going on. Because they had already tried to play her once, see? And if Sis was so bump on not being on a track with Cardi B, she could have, when they asked her to change her verse, she could have said, do not put my verse in there at all. She could have been like, okay, y'all playing games, don't put my verse in there. That's what she could have did. So I believe Nicki's point of view in that, like, she didn't have no ill will, but I think the miscommunication and Atlantic Records and what they wanted to do with Cardi B and how they want to play up that beef kind of played into the whole misunderstanding. Do I think Nicki and Cardi B actually have a beef? No. Do I think there was some misunderstanding? Yes. Do I think some people tried to ride off the beef and ride off the Nicki being the bad person because it's easy, because Remy don't like Nicki. It's so many rappers that say, oh, she's not helping other females rappers. She even shouted out, Nicki shouted out Trina. Like, she was like, I would never say nothing ill. So I think it's easier to be an enemy and than to be like, I think it was easier for them to play them against each other. I think if they were in a room together or something, I think they would actually be cool. It's kind of like people gossiping. It's kind of like a lie travels faster than the truth. So I think that's how their situation is. The lie had already got around the world before the truth even got out of bed. So I think that's their situation. Do I think they have an opportunity to be cool? I think they would. I don't think there's nothing wrong with Nicki. The thing is, after Nicki did her interview, nobody came and tried to discredit her or anything, because you can't discredit somebody when they have the facts. And that's why I'm going to put that in real life. I use Nicki's situation as an example. You know, for a long time, she let them drag her name in the mud and say it like she this person. And when she was ready to speak up on it, she said, no, this is what happened and here's the facts. I'm going to lay it out for you. She ain't even talk bad about him. That's the funny thing. She ain't say nothing negative about him. And I'm like, that's how you need to play out everything in life. And that really spoke to me, because I feel like I'm an outspoken black woman. You know, I don't take no bull. I don't need the snake to bite me for me to know it's a snake. If I see the snake slithering around me and stuff, I'm going to say something. I'm going to get away from that snake or beat that snake in the head. I ain't going to wait till it bite me to be like, oh, it's a snake. But the long story short, I think it was a good time that Nicki spoke up for herself, because everybody was so quick to believe the lie, and you really can't say she lying when there's receipts. And she was like, you can even ask Tokyo, even though I think she probably could have got another stylist if she really wanted to, but, you know. But I just think that's funny how they tried to play that up, but she came with the receipts, and nobody is speaking against it. Nobody is speaking against it, because you can't speak against facts. Facts and fiction. Fiction you can speak against. Facts you cannot. This is the narrative that y'all want to play out. So that's my thing for today. I think Nicki, we can learn everything from Nicki. It's to speak up for yourself when you want to speak up. Not when everybody else want to speak up. Let them drag your name in the dirt all they want or whatever, you know. But the truth will always speak up for itself. So that's my message with that in the music. Enjoy all the new music. Enjoy all the female rappers, because they all have something genuine to bring to the table. Azealia Banks, Cardi B, and Nicki. All three different rap styles. All three different musics. Enjoy your weekend and have a good time with your family. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time.